But what really stood out to me, man, from watching our highlight video was just how hard you play. Just the motor you have, the size you got. You really, there's a few clips on there. I'm a big Chiefs fan. You really kind of remind me of George Karlaftis. Just how he plays, how he moves, and stuff like that. It's just really what it kind of reminded me of. I just thought that was pretty cool. Now, my suggestions for your highlight video are the following. The first thing is to add an information slide at the very beginning. Okay, and the best way to do this is to go on Canva. All right, and it's free. You'll go on there, go to their slides, and then you'll put the information of your name, school, graduation year, position, height and weight, X account, email, and phone number. All right, you're gonna put that info on the left, put a picture of you on the right, download that, and then upload that to the very first thing on your Huddle highlight video. All right, and the reason we want to do that is so when a coach pulls up your film, boom, he knows exactly who's watching, name, he sees the tangible, your height and weight, he knows how to get in contact with you, he knows how to follow you on X, and the reason we want all that is because a coach's time is so short and valuable. There are times, and personally, I've had to do this to where I can't spend a lot of time trying to go find a kid on X or find him, find his phone number, so I've had to pass on a kid, and we don't want that to happen to you, so we want to make sure all that information is there and valuable. Now, on your clips, if you have any other clips, add some, okay? The film, we want it to be anywhere between 3 to 4 to 5 minutes, okay? And if they're not all sacks or TFLs, but still showcases what you can do, add those in there. Now, if you've got some that are a little bit closer zoomed in, or a tight view or an end zone view or something like that, add those in there as well, okay? Now, the next thing you need to add in is make sure you add spot shadows, okay? These are the things that showcase where you are. They'll have an arrow or a circle that says where you are. Don't do the one that says wait for it, because we don't want any captions on there, okay? We don't want any captions. We don't want any music or background sound, and we don't want that because that could distract the recruiter from evaluating. Okay, so make sure you add those spot shadows. That way they know where they're watching, because if they can't find you, they're going to pass. I'm going to tell you right now. So make sure you add those on there. Now, going to how the flow of your film of what you have here. Okay, with how you need to do it, even adding clips, this way you'll know. You want to start with your turnovers, and you force fumbles, fumble recoveries, interceptions, stuff like that. Okay, next, go to your sacks. The more physical, violent, the better. Okay, they want to see physicality and violence. Same thing on your TFLs. Okay, and then this is anything behind the line of scrimmage for that tackle for loss or anything disruptive at the line of scrimmage. All right, and then finish that off with that remaining defensive highlight. And this is not necessarily a statistical deal, but still showcases what you could do well. I'm not going to give you an example of that. All right, now with these sequence of plays, we want to make sure we put our best plays first, within each section. Okay, and the reason being is because the coach is watching 60 to 100 kids in a day. All right, and if he doesn't see anything after a minute, he's going to pass. So that's why we've got to make sure that we get that on there. That'll really help us out with how we need to do that and get that to where they can really keep their attention, keep them watching. Okay, now how you started this thing off, and I'll just kind of go right here, right at the 5-second mark. Okay, just to kind of showcase you what I'm saying. These are the timestamps I've got for you. How you should start it. Okay, 5-second mark. Okay, they tip the ball, boom, you pick it, you score. Okay, that is a great job right there, man. Just a heads up, eyes up, looking around, see it tipped, picking it, taking it for the score. Okay, but then again, they might have thought you were the one, and I kind of did, and I could be wrong. Just hard to see with the jerseys. You could have been the one that tipped it, pressured it, or the one intercepted. Okay, so just make sure we do that spot shadow. Next, going to the 22-second mark. All right, his first sack for you. Okay, this one here, I mean, just the motor chasing after him, and then that physicality and violence. Boom. Okay, that's what they want to see. Doing it on your own, playing contained. Boom, he gets outside, you chase him down, you give him a sack. Okay, great job there. Then backing up to the 16-second mark. This is when I would follow up with that. All right. So just like I said, if you can start them earlier, okay, start it earlier. Do the spot shadow. Give them a second or two before you move off the snap. That way they can see you firing off, okay? But boom, being able to get past that offensive alignment and how quick you can get back, that's what's really going to stand out. Going to the 42-second mark. Going to your TFL, all right? Just being able to show, okay, you're squeezing, boom, come out here, make the dip, big hit, wrap them up, bear. That's what they want to see. Guy leaves you, you squeeze down, get the read, boom, I read and react, go make the tackle. Great play, okay? And then to show you an example of the remaining defensive highlight at the 51-second mark here, okay, you kind of had things in the right order. It's just kind of if we clean them up a little bit and everything else. Okay, don't make a big play on this. Okay, it's not like we get a sack, not like we get a TFL or anything like that, but the pressure. Okay, the pressure to get there quick we can makes the quarterback throw a bad ball. Okay, that's what those things are really kind of for, right? Or if you got to make a pursuit angle and you tackle the guy 5 yards back and he's not dragging you for a couple yards, that's what you want, right? Now, like I said, add that information slide, add those clips in if you've got more, no more than 3 to 4 to 5 minutes, because in your sections, you only want 3 to 4 to 5, 6 clips, okay, if you're able to do that, right? Now, not all sections need 6, not all need 3. Now, if one's got 3, you can put more in the other one, okay, kind of balance that out. Like I said, those videos, if you have it and you're able to, get between 3 to 4 to 5 minutes, okay, no more than 5. Add that information slide, add those spot shadows, change the sequence of plays, and overall, this will provide a more dynamic highlight video for college coaches. Right? Now, after going over the game film feedback, let's take a look at what divisions you should target. I'm basing this off the most recent highlight video, which is exactly what college coaches are going to do, and where the applicant receiver scholarship right now. All right, this is a current evaluation opposed to a projected evaluation. Okay, and you kind of need to know now too, being a 2027. All right, and this is based on a few criteria because the first thing is graduation year. They're going to look at that. But here's for you is this is an advantage of as soon as they get done with spring ball, they're coming to talk to coaches about you guys. Okay, and then you'll have camps, you'll have mid-season highlights, all that stuff you can send to them. Okay, so and then a full season highlight after that. So use this to your advantage. All right. Next, they're going to look at your size, foot speed, flexibility, and power and strength. That's what they really want to see with a DN. Okay, those are the things that D-line coaches really want to see. Okay, but with that being said, the levels you should look at today for a scholarship are that upper NAI to lower to mid D2 levels. Okay, and the reason being on that is because it's very kind of, from what I could see, that's what I like on those levels, but not having more film or the quality and the closeness and stuff like that makes it really hard to give an evaluation. Okay, now you should start getting interest from these schools if we can get this stuff cleaned up, and you're able to, just depending on what the film that you were provided as well looks like. Okay, and if that's the case, you might be starting to get offers also. But if not, you need to start the communication process through email and calling these coaches. Okay, you start getting your name out there through social media, DMing these coaches, following them on X. If you're able to redo your video, boom, DM it to them, updated highlight video. Okay, because and we also need to make sure you're marketing and branding yourself in the correct way. Because for you, with right now with how your film is, and like I said, it's not a bad thing, but just to be able to clean some of that stuff up, is these camps are going to be huge for you. So coaches can really lay eyes on you. Right, they can really see your true size, really see how you move. Right, that's what's really going to be big, and we need to send them and see what coaches really like on film, because we need to know whether or not a coach likes us. Okay, like us or not, because I mean, if not, then we don't really want to go to their camp as much, because then we're not really putting our money to a better use. If they like us, then boom, go to that camp so they can showcase us, build that relationship. Right? Introduce yourself to that coach. They can see you how you do things and everything else. Right? Because then when you send them that mid-season highlight, you develop that relationship enough, they're going to know who they're watching. They're going to see you fire off the ball. They're going to see you get that fumble recovery. They're going to see you with that TFL, that big hit. Okay, they're going to see those things and see how you moved at camp. Now it's translate to the film. Okay, they're going to see that stuff and remember that. All right, but here's the deal: how can we also attack these levels to get better? Okay. My suggestion to improve your game that translates to college football and possibly a higher division are the following. First thing is the strength and power. Okay, hitting that weight room, making sure we're hitting the strength training, adding good weight to your frame. Don't just add weight. Make sure we're adding good weight. Okay, got to be able to exploit out of that stance. Okay, showcase off that functional strength and power on film with the bull rush, pass rush, if that's what your coach allows you to do. Okay, be able to show that stuff off, working on driving the knees up, working on those hamstrings, just the quick twitch stuff. Okay, the squats, boom, going down there, boom, exploding up fast. Okay, that stuff's really going to help. Okay, work on your flexibility. Pre and post training stretching, okay, making sure we're doing things. If you don't do it as a team, make sure you do it on your own. Okay, stretch is going to help improve that ped level against the run or the pass, but then also it's going to help prevent injury, because your best ability really is your availability. Right, and if you're dinged up and nicked up, that's going to hurt your chances of video, which is then going to hurt your chances of offers. Okay, but then you take that to the college ranks. If you're dinged up and nicked up, then that's going to hurt your chances on the depth chart. Okay, so got to make sure we're taking care of our body. Next, foot speed, dot drills, ladder drills. Okay, be the fastest in the first off the snap. Those precious little seconds make a huge difference. Okay, they always say football's a game about inches, but it's also a game about seconds. Okay, beating that old lineman with the first step provides that huge advantage that you're going to need. Continue the D-line technique development, showcasing that block destruction. Okay, got to be able to shed one-on-one blocks. If you're getting double teamed on the edge, how are you going to take it? Okay, you're going to keep getting driven back, or you're going to be able to split it, keep contained. All right, stance, footwork, hand accuracy. That's that beginning fundamental stuff. Okay, it always comes down to fundamentals. You even see the pros doing it. You can never get enough fundamentals. Okay, you've got to be able to reset the line of scrimmage. Coaches are looking if you're going to reset the line of scrimmage in the backfield, or if you're going to get downfield, 5 yards downfield, and get that line of scrimmage reset because you're getting blocked. Okay, and here's the deal: these details we're talking about, you're going to work on these details all the time in college drills. Okay, so if you got a good development of them, that's going to hurt you. That's going to help you. Excuse me, not hurt you. That's going to help you with your depth chart later on when you're playing. Okay, but these improvements are what a D-line college coach will look at. So double down, do all these things, hit it hard, and if it translates to your video, this can help you level up your evaluation and possibly have an opportunity at that upper D2 level. All right. But Michael, at the end of the day, everything will come down to your individual work, your outreach, as well as your marketing on social media, and that relationship building with college coaches, which is why the next step is your athlete interview, where you're going to get an interview with the coach and get coached on communication and your interviewing skills, which is critical for the conversations you're about to start having with college coaches. So make sure you watch the video beforehand and be ready to go. If you have any questions, we'll be able to answer them at the end of the interview.